edition of the Sports War. And we are back. We got the full crew in the house. That is what it's all about. The Yankees, out of any team in the league, are the best equipped to handle a blow like this.
I think there is a higher power at play here. He's due law of averages.
That dude is the ultimate scrub.
It's trash.
Yeah. Every person you have in there is fucking trash.
Next game, you're going to see a big performance. You can see it in the end of the game, and I'm just totally stoked and excited for this.
And we are back. Welcome to another edition of the Sports Report on a U.S. Open Friday, the traditional Barnes and Tony's show.
You know the deal.
Anthony, how are you, my friend?
Great, dude. It's this Feel Good Friday. Let's freaking go, dude. Big weekend coming up. Beautiful day out there. A lot of sports to talk about. Mets included, Brian. So
And you know what else is sneaking up, Tony? Number 790 today? Like,
yeah,
how
I know,
crazy
dude.
did 700 Boathouse and now what? Like, are you kidding me?
I know. It really is crazy, dude. 800 coming up sooner rather than later. We'll be celebrating 1,000, dude.
It really is crazy when you just think about it. You know, and it just I think the number really sneaks up on you just because it's just so part of like the daily routine that you just don't realize how long it's actually been.
Yeah, no, I agree, dude. It is pretty crazy. I was when typing that in this morning. I was looking at that. I was like, wow, dude.
Yeah, milestone around the corner. That's for sure. Just so jacked up though. I have to say, a busy weekend ahead.
Let's go.
And 2 weeks from today, the Beach Bash.
That's right, dude.
I was thinking about this like a little bit, like with my next Dave interview. You think like I can like throw some grass in there, or he's not going to want to like say too much since he's his friend, or he'll almost get like kind of get a kick out of it.
I think we're gonna kick out of it, dude.
Yeah, like if it's something
dude.
like too crazy.
Exactly, dude. He knows you, you know.
Yeah. And I mean, I think everybody knows the difference. Like, yes, wow, Rory with a nice shot there, and we'll get to the golf in a second. But I feel like everybody knows the difference with Dave and Dan, because I feel like Dave, very straightforward, doesn't like the Yankees, but at the same time, it's just like realistic, honest. And I feel like Dan is the spin doctor, and that's the difference.
Yeah, no, it is. It's a huge difference. And I do honestly wonder what Dave like thinks about.
Yeah, he probably knows he's a little bit of a
dude.
chief. Yeah. And it's crazy too, because I would argue too that Dave is probably a bigger Mets fan than Dan.
Yeah, I would think so.
Was that Matthew Ryan?
No, thank God.
He's in the comments, so.
Oh, is he?
Might as well get to those comments. The one, the only.
Matthew Ryan,
Josh
dude.
B to start.
Josh B, you know the deal. The big let's go. What up, fan? Happy Friday, he says. Hashtag TCH DTV. Matthew Gabriel also says let's go.
Matty boy, Josh B.
And he says, Josh, my boy. And then Matthew Ryan does say, let's go Yankees.
Let's go Yanks.
And then he definitely, kind of miscorrected. Wow, Mets beat the lowly Mets, which I'm sure he meant Marlins.
Drinking already at ShopRite?
I mean, I guess so, right?
Yeah.
I mean, ShopRite serves beer and stuff,
Yeah.
so why not?
Why not?
Dude? With the carts, dude, let's go.
The cart? Should we play cart?
Should we play cart, dude? And Josh B says all is well. In response to Matthew. Thank God for that, Josh.
Yes. Very, very happy to hear that from Josh, and excited to catch up with him 2 weeks from today as well.
That's
at the Beach Bash. And also, I was just thinking about it too. Because are Bart and Han confirmed for that?
Ooh, confirmed?
Because they were there last year, weren't they?
Yeah, they were.
Because I haven't met Bart, and I saw Alan from a distance, but you interviewed him because I was in the
At the
bathroom.
tailgate, that's right, dude.
I'm trying to think of anybody else. Who was any other like ESPN people or anybody that I would know there last year?
Ty was there. Ty Butler was there.
He says yes, they will be there. Josh on the money.
All the time,
Josh
dude.
B's the best. Everybody already knows that, though.
Yeah, honestly, dude.
Ty, I interviewed. It'll be actually if it was so Ty is going to be there, or he was there last.
He was there last
year. And again,
year.
Josh will probably tell us in a second.
Yes,
that he's gonna be
I'm
there.
sure. I mean, it seems like everybody's going to be there, to be honest. Dude.
Besides Dan Grasso, because he's a pussy.
Right, of course. He had something already there, dude.
Yeah.
Pussy.
Yeah. So I hope he hears this. I hope he's listening. Hopefully, Josh B already chopped that one up.
Yeah.
But it would be. I'm excited to talk to Ty because remember in the fall, obviously last baseball season was still going on, but he basically was calling me delusional. That interview was so funny.
my
Me
God, that's
asking
right.
him about that.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting to catch up with him, kind of see where his head is at now. You know.
Yeah, definitely, dude. I don't even know. I haven't heard him on the radio very often recently. I feel.
You know, neither have I. But actually, I guess I haven't really been listening that much. I feel like I hear DNR in the morning.
Yeah,
and that's it. I don't really listen to anything else.
Yeah,
because then I got PGA Tour radio on.
Oh yeah, true. I feel like at night I catch Larry a lot. Yeah, dude.
It's funny. A year later, basically, with Larry, Tony. Different opinion after we met him, Larry and Gordon.
I mean, Larry and Gordon are very nice guys.
Yeah, I feel like because remember you were kind of tight.
Yeah. I don't know. I forget. I'm trying to remember why I was tight. I think Gordon was on DNR one morning or something. And he said something I didn't like. But regardless, I mean, they're stand-up guys, very nice. But I don't know. I mean, I feel like their radio show is a little bit like a snooze fest.
Wow.
You know, so I hope they're watching too now. Yeah.
But come on, we were team Gordon and Larry over Grasso though.
Oh yeah, no, definitely. They're good together, those two.
Yeah.
Gordon and Larry.
So annoying. Like, does Grasso go to anything? Like, I really need to meet this guy. And Josh B is riled saying LMAO LaMayo.
Oh my God, so funny.
Oh man, you know what I wish we could get our hands on is the footage of like, because I feel like they have internal like recordings, like a video of like Dave and Rick's show.
Oh,
like
yeah.
even though no one can see it, but
Yeah.
I feel like they do that. I don't know.
I mean, I don't know about video recordings, but they probably do have like,
I would have just loved to see like the instant face, like the first LeMayu. Like somebody was cheesing.
Definitely. Oh my God, that's so funny. Yeah, hopefully he goes to something, dude. Like, I mean, gee.
Yeah. So we'll have to see what the deal is there. But yeah, a lot to get to. And I actually wanted to start with, and I feel like I'm always talking about this, but golf round yesterday. Griff Harris, Tony. And let's just say I've never had such a tale of two nines. First of all, and so I was just going out as a single. And of course, I get paired up with this family. So it's like a mom, a dad, and a son who, I don't know, he's 20 or whatever.
Oh, okay.
And I don't know. They just like, they're not hitting good shots. Everybody's kind of tight. Like the mom's kind of nice, but like the son is like pissed, like doesn't want to be there. They're walking, I'm riding. And it was like first tee, I kind of yank it left, but I have a shot at the green. The grint, I don't know if it was because it was hot, whatever. I don't get a good reading on the green. So I hit a great shot. I think it's center green. Can't find the ball. So I guess it must have went way over down the hill. Couldn't find it. Had to drop. Double bogey on the first hole. Second hole, tee shot. Of course, gust of wind comes. Carries it right. I'm blocked out. I try to hit it over some trees. It's like I hit it 20 yards in front of me. Can't find the ball. Have to drop. End up getting a 7. Next hole, hit it. Slice it, have to punch out, end up getting a 9 because I had to take all these different shots. So like I'm like scrambling, like bugging a little bit, get to the next hole, and then double bogey that one time. So then we're on to the par 3. Finally hit a good shot. Okay. And then 3-putt. Had an easy putt, didn't make it, bogey, okay, whatever. And then next hole. Like a okay drive, but I think still end up getting a double bogey. Next hole, end up picking up a bogey. Following hole, same thing with the grint, the yardage or whatever. It's off. I think I'm laying up. Goes into the pond. It lose 2 balls in that hole. Get a 7. So it's like the worst start possible. It's hot out. I'm scrambling. It's like a weird vibe with them. But I end up parring the 9th hole.
Okay.
But a terrible front 9, literally a 54, which is just like atrocious.
Yeah.
But then 2 straight pars after that. They leave. So I'm just playing by myself.
Oh, wow.
So par, and then I have a chance for a 4th straight par, miss a 4-foot putt for a bogey. And then there's a foursome in front of me. They're like, "Oh, you want to just join up with us?" And I was like, kind of thinking like, "Oh, is the starter gonna like be tight?" Like, fuck him, like just go.
Yeah.
So I ended up playing with them, pick it up again, and end up like doing really well. Maybe 1 or 2 doubles. The rest is like pars and bogeys. Get a par and 18 to finish. So I went 54-43.
Oh my God, really?
Like, are you kidding me? Like, and like part of it was bad luck, bad yardage readings. But it's like, it's just so frustrating how that happens. But I mean, obviously, if it was going to be one thing or the other, I'd rather have the nice, back nine.
I guess that family really rattled your cage a little bit.
I mean, a little bit, but like, you know what I mean? Obviously, I'm not an excuse, guys, especially on the golf course. It's like, at the end of the day, it's you're the one making the shots, but it definitely didn't help.
How was it with them like walking and you're in the cart? Like,
I'm ahead, obviously, but then they were like, "Oh, just go," like meaning like just hit as you want or whatever. And then the little language barrier, like they spoke English but heavy accents and stuff.
Oh, really?
Like the son like barely talked, so it was just weird. But I guess that's what happens when you go out as a single. The 4 people that I ended up meeting up with, they were cool. So I'm glad that I finished out on a strong note. But it was just crazy how that happens. And the biggest thing, I was talking to Matt, like I want to go to the driving range soon because I gotta just get the driver down. That's what's killing me. Like the putting sometimes is inconsistent. Yeah. Most of the time though, I have a good idea of the speed. I'm doing a lot of Texas wedges. Chipping has gotten better. And actually my best shot has been the 60-degree wedge from like 80 to 100 yards. Barely used it. Someone stole my 56. So by default, I had to use that. I got another 56, but then I've been stuck with the 60, and it's worked great. Do you have one of those? The
60-degree
wedge? And you like it or no?
Yeah, I love it, dude. I think it's like one of my more consistent clubs. It's very easy for me to get a good hit on the ball with it too. Like, yeah. It's actually kind of funny because I was watching videos on Instagram, like golf tips, whatever, and one guy said like for newer players or for people who are getting in trying to get better, like don't use a 60-degree wedge.
That's interesting. I mean, I have to say, when I was younger, I was so bad. I could not hit it up in the air. I just could not do it. And now, I don't know. It just, because I feel like of the angle of the club, it's just so easy to just like pop it right up.
Exactly. Yeah. No, I totally agree.
And a couple more comments here.
Yeah, of course. We have Matthew Gabriel back in the house. He says the Grassa and Barnes rivalry beef. We all need that in our lives.
Mr. Harris.
Mr. Harris, he says. Matthew Ryan says, sounds like my round last week, dude.
Wow. What was the number on that one, Matthew?
Yeah, what do you got, Matthew? Were you playing with another family as well? Matthew says, lose your balls, dude. Got to go to the range. He says, I wish we could have went last night, dude. Yeah, Matt, Mike, and I tried to go last night after we went down the rabbit hole, but we finished up around 6. Mm-hmm. And I guess, like, Mike was talking about this driving range near the Hi-Ho Hotel. I don't know if you're aware of it. It's like in the woods, whatever.
Yeah, because that's for Smith Richardson.
Oh, is it
That's
really?
where Matt used to go there because I guess it used to be different. I don't think you could do this now, but it used to be like after they were closed, you could just go there. There was no gate or anything and just go on the range, pick up all the balls and just hit them.
Yeah, that would be great. But we found out they closed at 6, so which is kind of early.
Yeah. Sterling Farms, dude. I think, open till 10 during the week.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
That is awesome because Fairchild also closed at 7. It was like 6:30. We were like, oh my God, what the fuck?
Yeah, I know. So no, I'm down for that. And even too, if it ends up working out, you guys are tied up like after work. Like even if I'm playing, like I would be down to like meet you there after.
Oh hell yeah!
Because usually after the round, there's like things cross your mind. Okay, I want to fix this.
Yeah, of course.
But for me, it's the driver. What like I don't know. I don't know what. Like, I guess is it as simple as going to the range? Like, I don't know.
I feel like for your driver, yeah, right?
Yeah. Because it's like, I just have no feel. I feel like I have a million different swings.
Yeah.
And I honestly prefer, like, I was doing this a lot yesterday when I could, like, on a par 4 that's like 350 or less, just hitting 5-iron off the tee.
Really?
Teeing it up high, it seems to work very well.
Wow, interesting.
With your 5 off the tee, do you like a low tee or a high tee?
I normally do a lower tee.
I love the high tee because I feel like, especially too with a low iron, I feel like sometimes I would hit it too low.
Right.
You know what I mean? And not have enough loft on it. But when I tee it up that high, it really gets up in the air.
So like how high over the club are you teeing it up? Like is the ball like halfway up?
Yeah, it's
like half the ball is above the club?
Yeah, probably.
And like but you still place the club like on the
On the
ground,
ground,
obviously.
yeah.
Then
Yeah.
okay, cool. I guess try
Seems
that out.
I don't know. It seems to go straighter for whatever reason. So
Interesting.
yeah,
I
might be
feel like,
something.
I feel like I'm gonna try that and just top the ball to like bounce off the tee like 2 feet in front of me.
But it's just so hard. And I just hate to. I feel like I have the framework of like what I need to be like consistently a lot better, but it's just like those finishing touches are just so damn hard. And I feel like you probably feel the same way.
Oh yeah, dude. I mean, to refine your swing like that, like you said, the little things, and then also to like do that consistently. I mean, brutal.
Yeah,
like it's so tough.
And I feel like sometimes I can hit the ball 270, 280, but then I like go through stretches. Like I think yesterday my average drive was like 215, 220. And then it's like, might as well just hit my 5-iron at that point.
Yeah, really.
And it's left, but then it's right, but then it's in the grounds. Like so annoying.
You ever think about taking like a driving lesson?
Yeah. But you want to talk about the prices for that. Like I think with a tip, like you're talking like for 50 minutes, maybe 170.
You gotta tip the guy?
I guess it's like one of those things where like way I would look at it, it's more than like, oh, a concession stand at the game, like looking for a tip. Not like that. It you kind of should give him a 20.
Yeah, I guess so.
But it just, I don't know. It's just one of those things. And you know what'll forever confuse me? I never get a sense for people with takeout, like what the deal is there, because see, like it seems like it's kind of split what people do. Like what do you find with that?
Like, what do I do for takeout? I don't like tip 20% for takeout. That's just ridiculous.
Well, I feel like you really shouldn't have to tip anything. Like you can if you want. You know the people you want to give a couple of bucks. Dude. But do you ever get a sense though, like there's places where if you don't, like they kind of like they're kind of tight, and it's like, oh yeah, like I just spent $150 picking up food here,
right?
But I should spend more.
Yeah, right. I think it's so ridiculous because people do get tight, definitely.
Yeah,
and I feel like especially because like everything's on like the freaking iPad thing now.
Yeah,
and they just turn it and you can choose your tip, and then obviously like they know what I'm doing.
Yeah, and then I feel like it's like, oh, but if I'm at a coffee shop and they do that, and it's like I'm only getting one coffee, 20%'s $1 or something. It's like, okay, like I'll just do it.
Right.
But then it's like $150 takeout, or I shouldn't be giving you $30.
Absolutely not. Yeah. I'll give a few bucks for the chef, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, here I am picking it up. Like you're not, let's take it easy here. Like.
And Matthew seems to agree. I get so confused on what to do for takeout with the tip. Do you do it? Do you not? Shouldn't have to do it. It's not like they serve you sitting down, which I think is true. So like occasionally at Remos, I'll give them a couple bucks, but like I said, I feel like also too, I mean, you think about the amount of business like between me and everybody I know that has brought that place the last 6 years. I mean, it's probably the number is probably staggering, Tony.
I would say so, dude. Yeah, I think they owe you maybe a meal or two.
Because you think about all of us and then my other friends. I mean, we're talking about probably 15 people at least that have like gotten a lot of Remos over the past few years.
Literally, dude, if you move, they may go out of business.
And Matthew's saying that's a horse shit.
It is horse shit, dude. Like
it is.
Oh my goodness, people want to get tipped for everything nowadays. Dude.
Yeah. No. Like I've been saying this for years. The CVSs are gonna start having a tip line.
I freaking hope not,
at the self checkout.
Yeah.
It's funny, but it's not funny because that's probably what's gonna happen.
You're totally right.
But anyway, big open there. But we have round 2 of the 2024 U.S. Open, number 124. And your leader in the clubhouse yesterday was actually a tie between Rory McIlroy and Patrick Cantlay. Cantlay is going to tee off at 125 today. He's actually solo leader now.
Wow.
Rory's struggling a bit out in the course right now. +2 through 10 starting on the back. Ludwig Aubert is tied for second here. 66, was runner-up at the Masters, missed the cut at the PGA. Still looking, of course, for his first major championship, but the very impressive young golfer off to a nice start here. He's going to tee off at 136. Tyrrell Hatton, who moved to Live earlier this year, he's tied for third with Rory and Bryson DeChambeau. And you look at Hatton, he's 1 under through 9. Bryson shooting 67 yesterday. He's even on his round today, so tied for 3. And then also tied for third, Thomas Dietrich, Matthew Pavone. Pavone 3 under 67 yesterday. We'll tee off at 158. Dietrich 2 under through 5 starting on the back.
Wow.
He shot 69 yesterday. Tony's guy, Tony Finau, 2 under yesterday. He tees off at 136. Xander Schauffele, last month's winner at the PGA. He's 1 under, even par 70 yesterday. And then, you have a bunch of golfers at 1 under par, including Sergio Garcia. We talked about him, late entrance into the field. He's going to tee off at 114. Ashke Bahadia, 68 yesterday, +2 today. So he's tied for 17th. Even Brooks, great start yesterday, fading on the back, ends up with an even par, 70. We'll tee off at 125. And I was listening to PGA Tour radio earlier this morning, and I guess he refused to do media after the round. But then there's this golf reporter. I forgot who it is, but I think he does articles for Golf Week. And I guess he was texting Brooks, and he was literally saying, it's just so funny. I think you could picture this because we know, like, even though we like Brooks, we get like he kind of can come off as an asshole, basically.
Yeah.
And I guess he said, yeah, I just didn't feel like doing it today. The questions are very boring and repetitive. And then the guy was like asking him, like, oh, well, what would be interesting? And then he was like, oh, well, if they asked if like the Bermuda greens this week made a difference, and everyone's like, well, that's not a creative question. That's not interesting. I don't know. It was like a really weird back and forth, but overall, he said he was happy with his round because he says even par of the U.S. Open, you're going to be right in it. But I'm sure he was disappointed that he dropped a couple of shots. But I would expect him to have a strong round today.
What do you think he's going to shoot?
I think like a 2 or 3 under. That should put him right there. And I, you know what I mean? As good as Cantlay looked yesterday, I wouldn't be surprised if he was over par today. I mean, it's just that tough of a course,
Do you think he answers questions to the media after today?
Maybe if it's more like 3-4 under. I think you know what I mean? He wants to put that chest out.
What's the deal with that? Are they just like allowed to not talk to the media for a day?
Well,
or
you know what it is? Because I feel like this isn't like it's a couple things. Like, first of all, this tournament is USGA. He has no like contract with them, and then he's not part of the PGA Tour.
Right.
So I think I think his media responsibilities are only with Liv.
Oh, that's sick. Okay.
And then moving further down the list, Tom Kim 1 over 71 yesterday. Hideki Matsuyama 2 over 72. Jordan Spieth 2 over 72. And let's see, anything else really of note? Cam Smith 1 over 71. Tommy Fleetwood even par 70, but he's 2 over through 9 today. And then Tiger ended up finishing 74 +4. He'll tee off at 114 outside of the cut line right now. I would imagine, though, because I think there'll definitely be a lot of bogeys today. If he were to shoot even par, which I don't think he's capable of doing, he probably would make the cut. So it'll be interesting to see what he'll do. And, it's still obviously Tiger is always going to have a higher standard. But if you think about him versus like Dustin Johnson, obviously Dustin Johnson has no ailments. The only ailment may be lack of motivation. And he shot the same score yesterday, and I know he's been kind of in a rut last year or two, but just kind of interesting when you look at it from that perspective. Will Zalatoris had a worse score, +575. Further down the list here, you had Justin Thomas 77, Sahith Theegala 77. You had Phil Mickelson 79. And then I was at Victor Hovland 78. He's even through 9 today. What do you think it is with Hovland? Too many coaches, maybe a relationship issue? I mean, what do you think is going on here?
Yeah, maybe. I mean, obviously,
I don't think he's married, right?
No, I don't think he is either. But I don't know. I guess maybe it is the coaching changes, and honestly, I mean, clearly a tough course too. I mean, it's getting to some golfers, and I guess him being one of them. Unfortunately for me, especially because putting has been his I guess like
downfall.
His least I guess useful tool here, but nonetheless, I mean, I don't know. Maybe you can pull it out, dude. I don't know. It's tough, certainly with that tough start.
And then what is it here? Scotty Scheffler. Also, I can't believe I forgot to mention him. +3 at the moment. He started on the back 9. He's through 10 holes, and he's +2 after going +1 in round 1. I know this is a tough course, and we're gonna look in at Rory here for birdie on number 2. But are you shocked, Scotty, right now, tied for 60th +3?
Yeah, honestly. Again, you would imagine he would be within contending like top 5 golfers right now.
Yeah.
I don't know though. I mean, I feel you can pick it up, dude. Like I'm not. I mean, it's not like he's gonna
miss it. I would imagine if he misses the cut, though.
That would be kind of crazy, dude.
Yeah. Rory, you think he makes his birdie?
No.
Any feet on your end, or you can't see it?
I can't see it.
So let's see. This is about 15 feet here. Looks like down the hill.
Okay.
McIlroy Let's see what we got here. Coming towards the hole, and it looks like it's leaking left. So that's going to be a tap-in par for Rory McIlroy. But obviously, I mean, co-leading yesterday. I mean, good start. Obviously, a little bit of a struggle today. But, you know, especially if he can just go even the rest of this round. I mean, this is a U.S. Open. If you're 3 under after 2 rounds, you're not going to be far off the lead. I don't think anybody's going to be 10 under after today.
Don't think so.
But yeah, so that's kind of interesting there.
Hobbing off to a tough start today too.
Yeah. That's an MC for sure. What do you Tiger? What do you think? 74 yesterday, worse today, slightly better.
I don't know. I mean, I guess the way he's been competing at these tournaments, it seems like as the weekend goes further, it gets worse.
The only thing that I think is good is he had the early late, so he's had a lot of time to rest by the time he tees off.
Yeah, I guess
this afternoon.
He's still I don't know. Doesn't he get up at like 4 a.m. to start practicing and hitting some balls and stuff?
I didn't know the specifics of that.
I forget who it was. Maybe it was during the Masters. Who was that amateur who golfed with Tiger on Sunday?
Neil Shipley.
Was it?
Yeah, because he was the low amateur.
I think he was talking about how Tiger got up at literally 4 a.m. Started to go to
4 a.m. as he's 12 over par entering the round. Or something.
Kind of crazy, dude.
So. But yeah. But end of the day though, better or worse? You think worse?
Worse. Yeah,
so
worse.
74. What's your
77?
77.
Right? Yeah. What do you think?
I'm gonna say, for whatever reason, I'm going to say 71 plus 1.
Okay.
Maybe making the cut on the number. We'll see what type of day this is as Xander rolls in a putt. Or was that a highlight from? No, yeah, that was his putt there. So let's see. So right now, Xander, is 1 under, tied for 9th. There has to be a revised prediction. Obviously, Hovland out of the mix. I mean, who do you look to now, Tony? I mean, you got Cantlay at 5 under, Aubert at 4 under.
I guess Aubert.
It kind of this is the type of thing we see. The young golfer is within his first couple of years, close to start. Almost reminds me of Jordan Spieth. He had a couple good runs at the Masters before finally breaking through. Aubert, obviously, the Ryder Cup last year, the Masters this year. That would be a good story. Cantlay's been in the mix at some majors before, hasn't won one yet. Scotty misses a putt. That was probably only 10 feet. I think that was for birdie, so he's going to remain at 3 over. I definitely like Aubert. I could see Bryson also getting in the mix as well. The way he drives the ball and his refinement on the putting side of things, Tony, I feel like really gives him a chance.
Yeah, dude. And again, I mean, I just feel like you were saying, I mean, this young guy coming on, I mean, we thought he was going to be good all year long. But again, trying to find his way now. And like we said, hot start, the 66 yesterday. I mean, the writing's on the wall here, it seems.
Now Rory, obviously the great start yesterday, but you think he's kind of sidetracked, the rekindling the fire. So that's why a slow start today. Or?
Yeah, I guess, dude. Well, but I mean, I don't know. We've seen this before from Rory. Come on, day one is good. And who knows what's on his mind, honestly, right now.
It is weird, too, because I do really get the sense, as much as, I think both of us, I think it's just because, we've seen him kind of choke so many times, aren't necessarily a fan of his, but it is kind of interesting how, how sometimes, people say mental, and, it kind of, I don't know, it seems like an excuse, but I really feel like for him, because you do watch him, I mean, he can hit every shot. It really is mental.
Yeah, no, it really is, dude. You
You
can see it on his face.
Yeah. And but you get this sense too, if he were to break through, that it would change things, and then we would see him pick up a couple, or what do you think?
I don't know, man. I think at this point, nothing is gonna be good for him, consistently. I feel if he does, I mean, maybe he does pull one out, but I don't think it's gonna be he's back and goes on some tear, winning 4 out of 5 tournaments or whatever, or if he does find it, he'll find it, but I don't think it'll be there forever.
And just to wrap up this up, and we'll keep everybody posted on any updates here, developments. Aubert is going to be your revised prediction here.
What big Aubert?
Yeah, I do like that, but I think just to be different, And just, kind of makes it, a little friendly competition here. Obviously Scotty doesn't look like he's going to be in the mix. Maybe he will be, but I don't know. It's one of those things. Is it too early to say that? Or is it just like, I mean, you're 3 over, like he'll probably do better, but like, that's probably going to hurt him at the end of, day 4 in terms of actually winning this thing, right? Or no?
I mean, I don't know, dude. I feel like he's still too early to call. I mean, you want to think about a lot of the leaders. They're round 1, like mid 60s. So I feel like if Scotty pulls it off, and maybe some of the other guys, score like a 69 or a 70 instead, he can kind of make up some ground.
But what do you think he needs in order to have a really good shot at winning this thing? He's 3 over right now. Where does he need to finish today?
Today? I guess he would need to be like 3 or 4 under, right? To put him at even, I feel like on the weekend.
Yeah.
Right?
And the thing is though, right, today he's already played 11 holes. So he's not going to get to there by the weekend. I mean, I think the bet, and it's still going to be tough, is just to get to even and reset, tough, right? And then shoot 65 tomorrow.
Yeah, you would have to at that point.
But yeah, my revised prediction here is going to be DeChambeau. He's been on the cusp these first couple tournaments. But I would not be surprised if it's Aubert. And imagine if it's Aubert and DeChambeau down the stretch. That would be interesting. It looks like Sepp Straka just had an ace on number 9.
Really?
So that might result in him making the cut. He was 4 over before that shot. Now he's 2 over, heading to the back 9. So a great shot there by Sepp Straka. Always a personal Tony favorite.
Yeah, dude.
Was this? Oh, actually, no. It's probably the coverage was probably over by the time you got to the horseshoe yesterday, right?
Yeah, it was.
So really, like you probably didn't get to see too many shots, just some highlights type of deal?
Just some highlights.
Kind of disappointing or not?
Yes, disappointed that I only caught some highlights, but the highlights were great. USA, whatever. Network.com. Yep. They had like a highlight thing the whole day. It was pretty cool.
Yeah.
So they would do good coverage.
And Schauffele did pick up a birdie, so he's through 11 right now. So he's 3 shots back at Cantley at 2 under. So kind of interesting. He's hanging around as well, and it'll be interesting to see if that win last month really kind of brings his confidence to a new level where he could pick up a couple more potentially over the next couple of years.
Couple more majors?
Yeah.
Really? You think?
No, I'm saying it's possible. I mean, we know.
Right.
I think just blindly, I think we could both say. He's easily a top 10 golfer in the world, right?
Oh yeah, definitely. Do you think with the next, let's say 3 years, how many majors?
I guess I would just say 1.
Just 1?
Because it's tough to do,
Masters?
but he's so good. I feel, do you think the Masters is the hardest one to win, or do you think it's the U.S. Open?
Good question. I mean, I guess the Masters.
The only thing is, I guess history does show like nobody ever wins a U.S. Open back to back, and like usually if the guys have a lot of majors, U.S. Open isn't the top one, so it makes me think that it's
right.
a harder course. So I don't know. For some reason, I'm going to say he's going to win the champion golfer of the year across the pond.
Yeah.
Might be the easiest. Burnt out fairways, Texas wedges, wide open courses, right?
Yeah, very easy.
Just stay out of the rough, of course. So interesting stuff here. And before we move on here, we're going to see Rory 148 out here on number 3 under par. Looks like a wedge in hand, Tony. So let's see what he does with this.
Wow.
Club back, ball in the air, big divot. Looking this one on, I think it's a good one. Let's see what we got here. Wow. Okay. So that lands a couple feet from the hole, rolls out, but he'll have 10 feet there or so for birdie.
You gonna make it?
No. It's Rory, the mental game, Michael, Renee. Renee, no proper hello. Like she said,
never.
She does proper hello.
Yeah, no, never.
And then she'll burst in and say, like, hey. You think coffee in hand for you or not?
Yeah, definitely.
You're out, kind of need it.
I definitely do need it, dude.
Is the sleep, the drinking setting in a little bit right now?
Yeah.
Michael.
I think now that I'm like kind of sitting down. Thank you, Michael. What's up? Settling in, dude. So we'll keep everybody in the loop here. But let's go now to the world of Major League Baseball.
It's deep to left. It's 700. Albert Pujols.
Yeah, what a play! Stop it, Tony. Yep.
And Alonso cracks one. The Mets win the ball game. Out of sight. It works at 100 miles an hour, 14 strikeouts.
Drill deep to left field. There it goes. See ya.
He just showed a stat here. Scotty, 0 birdies on his last 12 holes. And he's actually hitting his approach shot. I think might be in Rory's group, looks like.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, he definitely is. And he actually sticks one probably a little further, maybe 13, 14 feet. But the way he's been putting, hard to assume he's going to make that one.
Yeah.
But anyway, kind of a crazy day yesterday. Yankees 1 strike away from a 4-game sweep. Clay Holmes serving it up. So the Yankees get walked off on. The Mets walk it off. But, with this Yankees game, Alec Marsh really shut down this offense. 7 innings, only 1 hit allowed, 2 walks, 7 strikeouts. So he came into this game struggling, ERA over 4. Now it's down to 3.63. Speaking of struggling, Nestor the road, the ERA over 6. Actually had a great start in this one. 7 innings, 6 hits, 2 runs, 2 walks, and 2 strikeouts.
Great.
He gets the no decision, ERA now at 3.59. So that's a positive sign. And it's one of these things. I mean, a 4-game set in Kansas City on a getaway day. You're not always going to be at your best. And Juan Soto had 2 hits, but the rest of the team here going 3 for 27. So obviously, that's not going to get the job done. But it was nice to see Anthony Rizzo hit a home run, his first since like May 21st, something like that, or even earlier than that. So good to see him back in the mix. The Yankees actually scored their all 3 runs in this game in the 8th inning. So it was a Rizzo homer, a Volpe RBI ground out, and a Juan Soto single. He tried to stretch into a double, got thrown out. But then Maikel Garcia, the former Philadelphia Philly, I don't know why there's some lag on here. Maybe just a connection. You would think it would reboot on the golf.
Yeah.
That scored Isbel and Melendez. So the Yankees lose this one 4-3. Now stand at 49-22. Coverage back on. All is good in the world.
Dude.
But listen, I mean, this kind of reminds me of the Mariners loss that me and Matt went to. Holmes, coincidentally enough, blew that one. But it's just one of those things. As much as it stung, it's one of those things. It's a 162 game season. I say this religiously, Tony, but I really do think it's true that even though it seems ridiculous and there was a strike that potentially could have ended the game, it was a little outside, but the ump didn't give it to him. But like, it's going to happen. Like, you're going to have these losses. So,
I mean, there's no reason to freak out, dude.
Yeah.
Interesting, dude. That play, I feel like, from Rizzo and Clay Holmes in the 9th, that would have been, I feel like, the last out, right? What the hell happened there, dude? I really don't get.
No. And I was on the course, so I actually didn't see it. I don't know if because no, pull it up because this there's a problem. I think you have to restart it anyway. So actually, I would like to see that play if you could pull it up.
Okay, hold on. I gotta like.
You want me to turn this? I got it.
Sure.
Yeah.
I got it. There he is. Nice, dude. Oh, now there is a literal problem.
Yeah, I don't think it's with us, right? That's just.
I don't think streaming. So. Twitter, Rizzo, the toss.
Oh, this is probably gonna kill me watching this,
dude. I really don't understand. Like, I really don't understand what happened. That's not it. Come on, don't you hate when it's like it should?
Whenever you need it.
Whenever you need it, dude. Literally. This is it, dude. Got to go to the full game highlights.
Full game highlights.
Royals highlights, dude. There we go. The sport. Oh, we can mute that for sure. And then let's go to the end here. Bottom of the 9th. They should play it.
Oh, actually, I guess I could see it. I was just trying. Good rising. A little late on the proper low, but we'll give it to you, Renee. You know.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Fresh shirt though. Champion.
Great shirt. Champion.
Classic brand, honestly. People forget about it.
I know. Such great clothes.
Yeah.
Quality tees.
Like I was buying that back in 04. Maybe I wasn't buying it, but my parents were.
Actually, my dad has a shirt like this. When I wore it for the first time, he was like, I used to. What are you looking at, Tony?
Oh no, because the
I'm
screen
trying to pull
he
up
was
this
pulling,
play,
pulling up a
which
highlight.
is kind of honestly ridiculous that it's having a tough time trying to find this, by the way. Like, this is really pissing me off. The style,
My dad,
the whatnot.
mesh shirt. That's what he would wear.
Wow.
I should probably shorts like these.
Your dad would wear Birks too?
No.
I didn't think so. Dude, this is like, did they not have this in the highlight? Did you look it up already?
No, but
Oh.
Josh B just sent us, and I was right about this, that it was a strike that would have ended the game.
Okay, this is the play. Finally found it. Here we go now. I got it.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
All right, so let's freaking go. See it?
Yep.
Your initial reaction, dude.
It was kind of weird, though. Was it because he was flying down the line?
I feel like Rizzo maybe thought Holmes was going to grab it because Rizzo like stops.
Okay. So he just, if he went full speed ahead, he would have gotten it. Okay. And then I think this might be the ball call here.
Yeah, I think so.
No, that's not it.
Oh, no, that's the single.
Oh man.
Yeah, no, it's over.
It's crazy how, like, I feel like it still hurts watching this, to be honest.
I mean, it's just a tough play to end on. And like you said, you were hype Rizzo, the dinger in the 8th, and then it's just like, ugh.
I actually, like, I just heard the call. Let's see. Was there any play at the play or just not even?
No.
Jesus. Yeah.
like
But like
that,
we said,
dude.
you can't, like, as annoying as it is, you can't dwell on it. So just one of those things. But Yankees still take 3 out of 4 from Kansas City, and will be at Fenway Park tonight. So their first matchup of the season here with the Boston Red Sox. Game time moved up due to the NBA Finals. So it's going to be a 6:30 game. And it's going to feature a pitching matchup of Brian Bayo, who has struggled since getting that big extension, 4.78 earned run average. Luis Gil, 8-1, 2.04 ERA. Last start against the Dodgers, probably one of his worst of the season. And it's crazy to say that because he pitched, I think, 5 2/3 of 2-run ball or 3-run ball, whatever it is.
Crazy.
But he has a 204 and he has 90 strikeouts in 75 innings and one of the favorites to start this summer's All-Star game. So you look at the Red Sox, 1 game over 500 here, 35-34. Have won 3 out of their last 4 games here. Took 2 out of 3 at home against the Phillies. You just look at the offensive production here, and they've had the Yankees numbers the last few years in terms of offense. But right now, Yankees across the board really with better numbers here. 254 batting average over 250. 359 runs scored versus 314, 603 hits versus 589, 105 home runs versus 74, 333 on base versus 319, 438 slugging, 413 slugging for the Red Sox. And even the pitching side of things, the only thing the Red Sox are, I guess there's 2 things they're ahead on is they've issued less walks and they have 3 more strikeouts, but pretty much dominant numbers, across the board here. And I mean, obviously when you have a 690 winning percentage, those are the numbers that you expect. And what do you make of, because I've always felt like, even though you look at this and it's like, wow, I mean, Yankees, should be a lock for 2 out of 3, maybe could sweep the Red Sox here. But because it's such a classic rivalry game, and also, I don't know, Fenway, even though the Red Sox are 3 games under 500 at home, I feel like it's a little quirky kind of stadium. So do you feel like it's like almost like the records are pushed aside once this thing starts?
I mean, I guess maybe to an extent here, but
Yeah.
like you said, I still expect the Yankees to win the series for
Yeah.
sure. But like you said, look for the sweep. Like you said, Fenway, quirky, Boston, Red Sox, you never know. And they've even had bright spots this year, the Red Sox, that is, where they've kind of had, beaten teams that are well beyond their capabilities. So you never know. Keep your head on a swivel here still,
And it's crazy. I feel like normally Red Sox, if the roster's built the right way, they're a contender. Tickets are so much more. It says Vivid seats starting at $48 on a Friday night against the Yankees. That would be normally $100 to get in the door.
Yeah, it seems kind of weird.
But I think the fans are tight because they've really messed up there. And it's like, yeah, okay, they're not embarrassing, but they should be a top contender in the league if they had hung on to Mookie Betts.
Yeah, no, honestly, dude, the Mookie Betts thing is ridiculous. And honestly, I mean, it seems to be an ownership issue, right? They don't want to spend a lot of money. It seems.
Yeah, like the owner, he owns
what the hell,
Liverpool, I think. John
yeah,
Henry.
that's right, dude. And they did they like he invested money in other things too. I forget what else he put in, but Carlton was saying that actually at the Horseshoe.
Oh yes, yes. Michael Buck back to his producing ways. Here we are. We're talking Yankees, Red Sox, and he goes, NHL on ESPN is so boring. The NHL on NBC was the best. Doc Emmerich classic.
Well, I mean, he's not wrong.
It's Emmerich too, isn't it?
Doc Emmerich.
It was Rick.
Yeah.
I feel like, oh, okay. Guess that's on me.
That's all right.
But that was before I watched hockey, so I don't even know. Honestly, I couldn't even tell you what Doc Emmerich sounds like, looks like. I just remember hearing the name.
Oh, wow. Dude, he is legendary for sure.
What
dude.
team was he? I know he was national NBC, but was he the voice of a certain team?
I don't think so.
He was just a national
At least
guy?
not when I was following hockey. He was just.
I'm
like a
sure at
national
some
guy.
point, if he was around,
definitely was started
long.
somewhere. Yeah.
Yeah.
They got a doc, I think, on ESPN about
a doc on doc.
Doc on doc. Ironically enough, on ESPN.
Yeah.
Let's see. Who do you start out with? Former network television. Fort Wayne.
Rory made that birdie putt, so he's 4 under, tied for second with Aubert.
Wow, dude. He served as the Devils' first voice after moving to the state in 82-83 season. Stayed there until 86. Worked a little bit with the Flyers. Returned to the Devils to replace Gary Thorne.
I can't believe Gary. I mean, I don't know if maybe he wasn't that interested, but I feel like he would be. Why Gary Thorne with these new media deals wasn't hired by ESPN or TNT?
Yeah, no, that is kind of surprising. I guess. I mean, is he just tired? Is he just? I mean, he's what is he? He's got to be like 75 now. No,
but kind of an unceremoniously let go by the Orioles. I don't know.
Yeah, no,
he doesn't want to go out that way.
Yeah, I don't think. Yeah, true that. Well, maybe who knows? University of Maine graduate,
but
Gary Thorne.
And then Matthew Ryan, I think,
what is he saying
sheesh already. Devils' real NHL team compared to the trash Rangers and trash Islanders. I mean, it's.
Honestly, dude.
What have the Devils made the playoffs once in the past 10 years?
What are they putting in ShopRite food? Huh,
yeah,
dude?
Come on.
Let's be real. Let's be real here. Doc Emmerich.
Michael Bucka, college basketball is so much better than the NHL, NBA, and NFL combined. Okay,
what's going on here?
No, you know what it is? He's beat because does he like the Steelers or no?
He does. Steelers fan.
But I'm saying he's a Steelers and Penguins fan. They've been off the last couple of years.
Yes.
I mean, that's why he doesn't like them.
Yeah, that makes sense, dude. Especially, I mean, he's been so cold on the Penguins, dude.
College basketball being better than the NFL.
I don't think so, dude.
That's a little crazy.
Kind of ridiculous, dude.
But anyway, looking forward to Yankees, Red Sox, and I think this is a good opportunity. Get back to our winning ways tonight. Bayo has been batting practice this year. Heel's been outstanding. And even though it is Fenway Park, Alex Verdugo obviously played a lot of games at Fenway Park, so it's nice to have him on our side. Aaron Judge patrolling center, full confidence there, Tony. And then Juan Soto, pesky pole. I'm sure he will be just fine.
Yeah, dude.
The Mets, though. JD Martinez, the
yes,
hero.
Dude. In dramatic fashion, the Mets
Did you
won.
watch?
Horseshoe.
Jeff, pumped or not?
No. He actually, I found out last night he has a large distaste for the Mets.
Does he like the Yankees?
Yes, he's a Yankees fan.
Okay, there we go.
And it was interesting.
Knew he was a good guy.
Because it's like, I guess he didn't realize I was a Mets fan.
Oh, he's shitting on the Mets?
Yeah. And then I was like, no, fuck you, dude. Anyway, dude, the Mets do walk it off in dramatic fashion. Luis Severino started yesterday. And
All-Star team?
Honestly, dude, at this point, ERA now 3.12, back-to-back starts. I think it was the Nationals. Yeah, the Nationals he did really well against. Now here we go again. 6 innings of just 1 earned run ball. Did give up 7 hits, 3 walks, only 2 strikeouts. Did give up a home run, a solo shot to, wouldn't you know, Jake Berger. Nonetheless, though, I feel like that start is great for Sevy. I mean, his velocity looked great in the gun. He was pretty accurate. Only 3 walks, which is for him I feel like pretty solid. 103 pitches. Had to labor through some innings. I think even so too in the 6th inning too. It was I think he gave up back-to-back hits, so there was runners on, maybe got a strikeout, so there was 1 out, walked the next guy, it was bases loaded, it was 1 out, it was, the Mets were down, it was a 2-0 game or 1-0 game at that point. So you're thinking, all right, here we go, Sevy blows it, doesn't even matter, bullpen guy that warming up, probably come in here, blow it again anyway, but gets a strikeout. Then I forget who it wasn't. It may have been Jazz Chisholm. Grounds out, double play. Mets turn 2. Great job there. Out of the inning, move on. 7th inning comes up. Drew Smith, haven't seen a ton of him, does give up a solo shot. Makes Marlins go up 2-0. You're like, all right, this is tough, dude. I believe the Mets were getting no hit through 6, I think.
Wow.
Yeah, dude. But then again, obviously, let's go to the bottom of the 9th here at this point. This is huge. It was a 1-run game, bottom of the 9th. I believe Nimmo leads off, leadoff single, bang, he's on base, tying run at the plate in JD Martinez. And wouldn't you know it, dude? JD, I think, I'm trying to figure out how many home runs I think it's his 6th home run. I'll have to double check. I think they said it yesterday.
It is his 6th home run.
It is his 6th, right? I was going to say I have, I remember watching it, but, obviously 9th inning, it was late, get a little hairy, but nonetheless,
over
dude.
under 10 last night.
Dude, probably over, to be honest.
I mean, Thirsty Thursday at its finest.
I know. I mean, and again, like it's the horseshoe. They're very hospitable. It's
Were
like
you
you don't even
going
ask. Yeah, Guinness all night. You don't even ask. I turn around, there's one there. I'm like, whoa.
What I'm trying to think, because it seems like you've been on the Guinness for a while. What was like before that? Was it like the Trulies?
Oh yeah, I guess.
But I know that's different.
Yeah,
like,
different.
That's like side drinking. But I'm just saying, like at the bar, I guess. Like, what was your go-to before the Guinness?
At the bar, like at the horseshoe specifically. I mean, at any bar, I guess. I don't know. I mean, if there's a Guinness, I'll get one, obviously. But if I'm drinking mixed drinks, probably gin and tonic, honestly.
Okay, but what I was asking, like
a beer.
But was there something like, I don't know, 2 years ago, 3 years ago that you used to have all the time, and then you switched to Guinness, or has it been Guinness for like the past 5 years, 6 years, 7 years type of deal?
I mean, if I go to a bar that has Guinness, that's what I'm drinking.
And that's been like that since
my sophomore year of college.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Even though I wasn't going to bars my sophomore year of college.
But if you had just first thing that comes to your head, another draft, what would it be?
Depends, I guess. I like Narragansett on draft.
Narragansett. Interesting.
So good.
Interesting.
If not, I'll do like a PBR.
Yeah.
Some bars have PBR and draft, which is great.
I used to be actually big on the PBR.
Land Shark on tap too is good.
I used to be big on the Sharks. The Land
So
Shark
good,
dude.
dude.
In AC.
Oh my god, dude, so
Yeah.
much fun.
Oh, my parents last night, Carmine's.
Stop it.
Got the chicken parm and
Size of your head.
and got just like marinara with like linguine or something, or angel hair actually, and then gelato at the Borgata to finish up the night.
Oh my god, dude.
Have you had the gelato there?
Of course. Dude.
End of summer trip, AC, Bobby Flay returns.
Gotta happen, dude.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Honestly,
I'm ready. You're
honestly.
ready.
We're all ready here. The gelato, starving. Almost as hungry as JD Martinez was after that home run.
Did they go full Gatorade?
They did. Alonso came out with the bucket.
Did he do an interview after?
He did.
Was he personable?
Wet. Yes, he was. Okay. He seems like a great clubhouse guy. All right.
All of a sudden, it's changed in one game.
Well,
I'm saying because yesterday you were kind of shitting on him, no?
No, that was Marte. We were shitting on.
Oh, maybe I was just confused what you were saying.
Oh,
I swear I thought you did say that.
No.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow. I guess that was.
You thought I was just talking JD?
Yeah, that's why I was like, I don't understand. No, because I thought you said like, oh, he doesn't say anything, but you were talking about Marte.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, yeah. I mean, Marte
is total chief.
Like, come on.
Exactly, dude. Steroids.
Chief.
Yeah, dude. He's not married. You know why? Because he cheats, dude. Oh my gosh,
but
dude.
yeah, I mean, good win, right?
No,
win the series. No.
Listen, for Thursday night, I happened to be at the bar drinking too. It was a good time, dude. I got to see the whole game.
You were kind of excited, like almost more excited than you anticipated.
Oh yeah, no, definitely. Especially again, like people were watching too. Jeff shit talking me. I really wanted this one, and let's freaking go, dude. It's a walk off. Like City Field. So, like, come on. Dudes.
And Padres next, still at home.
Yes.
Obviously, Padres themselves have been inconsistent. I mean,
Yes.
really, it's not like they're light years ahead of the Mets in the standings. I mean, I think it would probably be 4 or 5 games, give or take. If you look at the wild card, I would think.
Let's see. Padres are a game and a half ahead. The Giants even. Yeah, 3 games back.
And I feel like perception-wise, you would think they're 10 games back.
I mean, again, yeah, the way they've been playing, the way people talk about them,
talent difference as well.
Exactly, dude. So
Machado's still hurt. Did we ever get a diagnosis on that?
No, I never did. Let's see what we got, Manny.
Rory narrowly missing a birdie on number 4, so he's going to remain at 4 under. Probably a quarter of a rotation away from a long birdie putt. But
right hip flexor strain, it seems.
So sounds like something long term.
What's the day?
But he's on the injured list, right?
Yes. Wait, hold on. Let me double check that. He is not
on the injured list. So he's just been. I feel like he hasn't been in the lineup though. No,
I don't think so. So hold on here. Do a little many. Last 5 games. Yes, we know. Day to day. Did play 2 days ago.
Oh, so he's good then.
Yes, he is good. 0 for 4, 3 strikeouts 2 days ago.
Yeah, he's had a terrible season.
Yeah, that's tough, dude. Batting average is 252, which I guess isn't terrible.
I feel like kind of an interesting matchup tonight. You got Manaea versus the knuckleballer Matt Waldron.
I know.
But because the Padres, they're 2 over 500, but they've been like a seesaw all year, and really the last couple of years it's been like that. Do you feel like pretty good, even though okay, talent wise they have us, but they just don't seem to string together good runs. So like you have an opportunity here to win a series again.
Yeah, which is great. I will say that I don't know. I mean, maybe it's just because they played the A's. They just swept the A's.
Yeah.
So that's what kind of gets me a little worried. Maybe they are kind of getting some momentum going.
I just feel like they've destroyed me every time I've backed them this year.
Really?
They lose, and it's so fucking annoying.
Are you backing them tonight though?
No, I'm done.
So they're probably gonna win.
They're on the shit list. Yeah, probably because I didn't take them in the A series. So what do you know? But it's insane, though.
No,
I mean, I guess Bogarts is injured, Machado's sucking, so you just have to tease. But Profar's had a decent year.
Profar, yeah.
So I mean, maybe they don't have as much talent as I don't know. I guess it's just like they have Machado and Tatis. I mean, that's their 2 guys.
Those are big guys. Those are big names.
Tatis is doing okay. He's not like ripping the cover off the ball. I think that's the problem. Yeah. Scotty missing another putt here.
You think anything's wrong with Mike Schilt?
Yeah, he might have been a little overhyped, Tony. Fuck. He's following the Bob Melvin.
God,
Scotty with another par here on number 4.
All right, pretty solid.
Matthew Ryan, Mets are garbage. Tickets $13.
That's pretty cheap, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, beautiful day to go to a ball game. Yesterday was beautiful too. That night.
Did we get attendance numbers yesterday?
Let's look at it right now, Brian. Let's see.
Wait, and what time was the game yesterday?
It was a 7:10 game.
Okay, so I'm gonna say there was. Hold on. I'm gonna say there was 26,000 or
26,000.
Was it 19? 18.
22,000.
Okay. Neighborhood play.
Which it's okay numbers.
Yeah,
it's all right.
So Manaea, up and down so far.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
Former team though, maybe a little bit of a revenge spot.
You would imagine so.
Yeah.
The short hair now, like different guy, sees the old team. But I mean, if you really want to break down some numbers here, last 2 starts has given up 11 earned runs. Over his past 5 starts, he's given up 16 earned runs.
Matthew Ryan seems like I've been getting
in
his ear. 22,000. That's a half empty stadium.
Yeah, well, I mean that's Matthew Ryan for you, I guess. You and him, buddy, golfing.
54 on the front 9. Or no, I think he said 56.
Yeah.
But yeah, so interesting stuff. Big weekend of baseball.
I know.
But what's gonna happen? What's gonna happen tonight? Let's find out in an abbreviated, full-on baseball frenzy.
I mean, you know the deal. I guess, I've been 2 for 2 the last 2 games with them. So let's go to the Mets game here. It's Citi Field. It's Friday night. It's a sold-out stadium, Brian.
No, give us no. You really think it's going to be 40,000 tonight?
I can see 33 and change.
So not sold out.
Not sold out, but
Yeah.
33 and change. Let's freaking go, dude. No, yeah, exactly.
My
Brian.
prediction,
Yeah,
24.
Dude. That's ridiculous, dude.
It
On a
is, but
Friday
it probably
night.
will
Friday night. No, dude. Let's go. First time these two teams are facing each other this year. The deal, the history. Manaea, former team. He sucks right now for the Mets. We'll see what happens. Waldron, what's up? But nonetheless, dude, I mean, the bats have been, coming in quite nicely, obviously scoring 10 runs just 2 games ago. And of course, the timely hitting from last night. I think the Mets are set up to succeed and win. You're over under 7.5, which in my opinion will be on the over. I think that Manaea and Waldron both get absolutely popped. Both of them, somewhere around the ballpark of 5 2/3, maybe 6 innings out of 1 or 2 of them, but still 4 earned runs, I think, from each of them. Bullpen guys, maybe give another one. Obviously, Drew Smith last night not doing well. Will we see Adam Ottavino tonight? If we do, probably get up an earned run. But nonetheless, dude, it's going to be Lindor. It's going to be Nimmo, JD Martinez, dude. And why not maybe a dinger for Mark Vientos as well. He's been hot to start at third base today. Hopefully, Mets go on to win this game. I'll say 7-5. So Mets in the over on this beautiful Friday night, dude. Let's go.
In a beautiful Friday night at Fenway Park, Yankees-Red Sox, first matchup of the season between the historic rivals. And I think we're going to see a lot of runs in this one. And I think the runs for the Red Sox will come later. I think Heel has been so good. I mean, I can't see him really giving up more than 2 runs over maybe 6 innings. I think Bayo gets tagged for 5 through 5 innings. So really, after 6 innings, maybe a 5-2 game. But Yankees maybe score 3 more, make it 8. Maybe the Red Sox against the Yankees bullpen, which they've had to go to a lot recently, score a couple. So I have 8-5 penciled in. And I think maybe a Mike Tonkin save opportunity. I know Holmes threw a lot of pitches yesterday, but Tonkin 1, 2, and 3 in the 9th inning. Yankees 8, Red Sox 5, Yankees in the over.
Yankees, dude. Let's go second game, second pick for me. Kyle Gibson, Cards. No, thank you. Mackenzie Gore. Orioles and Phillies. This is going to be a great game, but no. Come on, give me something easy here. D-backs over the White Sox. I don't even know. Dodgers. I don't know. I think the Royals bouncing back. I guess give me the Mariners. I guess let's go to Seattle. Why not? T-Mobile Park. Beautiful park. Always wanted to go there. Seattle here. Minus 140 on that probably rainy Friday night in Seattle. I don't know. Just take a guess. Over under 7.5 here. The Mariners, 40 and 31. The Rangers, 2 games under 500 at 33 and 35. The Mariners do lead this regular season series 2-1 right now, and they did just lose to the White Sox after, I think they were on like a 6-game win streak or something, but the reset classic. Rangers are taking 2 out of 3 from the Dodgers, but nonetheless, I would imagine that Andrew Heaney and the boys give up some earned runs here coming over there, the Texas Rangers bullpen as well. And Castillo, I mean, I think come on, dude. He's due to be dealing. I feel like Rangers, too, the offense struggling, dude. Where are their bats? So give me Castillo. I don't know. I'm going to say 8 innings, 12 Ks. Yes, 12 Ks for a season high. I don't know, maybe 1 earned run. Give me the Mariners winning this game. Julio Rodriguez batting well for average. Not a ton of home runs, though. Cal Raleigh gets his 13th of the night. Mariners going to win this one 4-2. Mariners and the under.
And speaking of unders, give me the Braves in the under. And obviously the Braves have been a shell of themselves. Austin Riley only has 3 home runs all season.
Riley?
Matt Olson, after 50 home runs last year, I think has like 10 or 12.
Crazy.
It's been unbelievable. Ozuna's the only one that's hitting. But Sale has been great. 3 ERA, 8-2 so far. Going up against Zach Littell. So the Rays coming to town for a 3-game set. Rays 3 games under 500. So I just think Sale will be dominant.
Yeah, I think so.
And I think the Braves are due to score a couple runs. Austin Riley's going to hit a home run. Come on. So I'm going to say 5-2. So it's the Braves and it's the under.
All right. Let's go third game, final game, best game, Friday game. Oh, Tyler Anderson of the Angels against an undecided for the Giants. I mean, come on. What are we doing here? Oh, gosh, dude. The Guardians. I mean, Guardians good. Yes. Blue Jays do suck. So give me Logan Allen, I guess, dude. This may be to my dismay. Logan Allen, ERA a tick below a 6 at 5.57, but 6-3 on the year. Obviously, the Guardians have been doing well. As I mentioned, 43-23, which is kind of crazy, sneaky good, I think, right now. Just lost to Cincinnati last night, it seems. They had a 2-game set. But first time seeing Toronto in Toronto, your line has the Guardians at plus 120. So let's freaking go here. Over under 7.5. I think Allen and Gossman both get absolutely popped. Almost like the Mets here. I think it'll be going over. Jose Ramirez clearly, leading this team. Vladdy Guerrero Jr., come on, give me a break, dude. The guy's a bum, even though his average is great. The mouth, no power, no pop, not hitting the seams off the ball. Give me the Guardians here, edging this one out. I guess the Ramirez maybe like top of the 9th, top of the 8th, maybe bases clearing double. Guardians win this game. I'll say 5-2. Well, no. Give me 5-3, which would put me at the over. Guardians in the over, Brian.
Guardians in the over. I'm going to go Diamondbacks in the over. Reen Nelson, who has been batting practice this year, 3-5, 5.96. But another batting practice pitcher, Chris Flexen, the former Mariner, 5.06 ERA for the White Sox. White Sox 18-52. Diamondbacks 33-36. But did put up, 11 runs? Was it 11 runs? It was 11 runs yesterday against the Angels. They've also won 3 out of their last 4 games, and the White Sox suck. So I think Reed Nelson due for a good outing.
Yes.
And I'm going to say Christian Walker, 3 home runs, 10-1, Diamondbacks in the over. And just like that, Tony, that is your baseball frenzy.
Good Friday slate,
Good Friday slate, good weekend slate. And I think we're looking at 2 series wins for the Yankees and the Mets. But let's go now to the world of the National Hockey League.
Here he comes. McDavid shoots, top shelf, he scores! Captain with the overtime winner. That's the middle break. It's a world-class hit right here. Tomsky stepping, rink Wellington made the full split save.
Are you kidding me?
Turn, side of the net, between the legs, and they score! Filthy! David Pasternak, the silver trophy to the Golden Knights.
Right, all right. So we are now 6-0 with the favored teams in these series between the NBA and the NHL. So as uneventful as you could get, and I know you could try to say, oh, the Oilers puncher's chance late in the game, but once again coming up short. So you have to question too. Is McDavid getting frustrated game by game, season by season here? And you look at this game, Reinhart, who else? He's been on fire, his 9th of the postseason. First period, just before the horn, actually, made it 1-0. Warren Fogle, almost 2 minutes into the second, though, answers back for the Oilers. But unfortunately, from that point on till the third period, no scoring, 3 straight for the Panthers to give them a 4-1 lead. Tarasenko is 4th, Bennett is 7th, Barkov is 7th. You did get, Broberg and McLeod in the third period for the Oilers, but unable to tie this game, with the last 5 minutes of this one. So they're in a 3-0 hole here. And kind of like what I thought going into this game, series over. And you really have to wonder where Connor McDavid is right now, because he's really been waiting for this moment. They were in the Western Conference Finals a couple years ago, don't win. Now they're in the Stanley Cup Finals and really just having a horrendous series, obviously being down 3-0.
Yeah, dude, this is pretty bad. Obviously, again, watch the whole game, horseshoe, hyped, Jeff, excited. But I don't know, dude. I mean, it's the same song, same tune here. In game 3, Oilers just couldn't get it done. And I feel like that, one of the biggest things I talked about yesterday is them trying to score in the power play. I think they were 0 for 3 last time. I'm double checking that right now. Yes, 0 for 3 on the power play. And it's just like, dude, I mean, I understand that, the Panthers, I think, have killed like 44 of the last 47, power play, with them being on the penalty kill. So obviously they're good. They're great at the penalty kill. And so are the Oilers too. Oilers had one of the greatest penalty kills, this postseason as well. But nonetheless, dude, you got to figure out a way. Like you're up a man and you have the best player in the NHL on your team.
Yeah.
And it's like, what are you doing, dude? And I just get, I get it. I understand they definitely are frustrated, by the way, because the first stoppage after an icing, guys are in each other's faces fighting. That continued during the course of the game, which we know how chippy it is. But clearly, dude, oh my God. I just think the Oilers are being outplayed in almost every sense of the word, really in every almost every facet of the game here. I was looking at some postseason stats here for McDavid. You mentioned last year Western Conference Finals,
or 2 years ago,
or 2 years ago,
Yeah.
2 years ago Western Conference Finals, led the postseason in points, 33 points, but 23 of them did come from assists. Had 10 goals. But again, that's doubling, his goal production right now. Only 5 goals scored this postseason, but amped it up with the assists, leading the postseason in assists and points. So clearly, being more of an assist guy in the postseason seems to be more of his forte. And obviously we saw that during the course of the season, McDavid setting up Draisaitl, Fogle, Hyman, all these guys all season long. But listen, it's great. It really is great that he's doing that. And obviously a large part of the success for the Oilers came from that. Like you said, Brian, he's got to step up and start scoring. He needs to take this game into his own hands and grab this game by the horns and figure out a way to score. Because the Oilers need it, nonetheless. I think he had an assist last night, McDavid. He had 2 assists last night, which again, great. And I believe he even assisted the Tarasenko goal. He was not on, but that goal was sick by sorry, not Tarasenko, the Fogle goal, which was a great goal. But dude, like I said, he needs to figure out a way to start scoring now, not today, not
But
yesterday.
it's over.
Like,
There's nothing to figure
No,
out.
it is.
You might as well just don't even try, honestly. You're not going to win the series.
Don't even try. That's funny.
I know. Okay, I know they're not going to do that, but there's
you should be a coach.
But seriously though, like I just look at NBA, NHL. I'm just sick of it. These series are over.
Yeah, no, these series are over.
It sucks.
Dude.
They blew it. I guess like one team in each league blew it, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
These ratings got to be awful.
The ratings are called. Yeah, I should look up some ratings numbers. It is a shame. I want to sit here and tell you that it could be a series, but by God, dude, Game 4 back in Edmonton. It's just like.
No, and I feel like these are the times. Oh, why not us? Why not us? And then you lose by, if it's basketball, you lose by 30. If it's hockey, you lose by 4.
Yeah, it's like
we see it all the time.
Yeah, dude,
it's over.
It really is over, and it really is a shame. Because again, Oilers for the first time this series, outshot the Panthers. I think like 35 to 20 or something like that. 35 to 23. But again, that's nice that you're getting more shots through to Bobrovsky. Obviously scoring more than you have in any other game. But you got to figure out a way now to stop the Panthers from scoring. And dare I say, Stuart Skinner, not really up to the challenge, I don't think, right now.
But I don't think anybody's up to the challenge.
This
Panthers team is just too good.
And the Rangers played them the best, I think, out of any team that
Played
they
them the
faced.
best, but lost the last 3 games of the series.
Yeah, no, obviously really tough. I know it really is ridiculous. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Because it really, dude, imagine the Rangers.
Yeah, we would have beaten Edmonton.
Oh my God, dude.
You know what I've been meaning to ask you, and this is not like like a shot or anything. I'm more just out of general curiosity. You know, you've been very steadfast with McDavid. Doesn't want to go. I'm just curious. What are you deriving that from?
Really from what he's said to the media.
What like he said something recently? Like I feel like I didn't.
I guess nothing specific recently because he wasn't really asked that. But over the course of his career, he's been asked about potentially being in different teams. And he's been in the lead for probably close to 9 seasons now. I want to say, and obviously, Edmonton. This is a guy who again came out rookie. Maybe his second year was his first full year, but like back-to-back seasons, I think he led the league in points and everything like that. Like at a young age on the spot. And this is when the Oilers were like not that great, here he is, like he's winning like the Hart Trophy, All-Star, whatever. I want to say maybe this is around like 2017 time. You know, he was like, "Oh, like, do you want like what are your aspirations?" And he's like, "Win the cup for Edmonton. Like, let's go." Sort of deal. Loves Canada. Big Canada guy. Obviously from Ontario. So I don't know. I think if he is ever going to leave Edmonton, it'll be later in his career, and he's certainly going to want to win a cup for Edmonton first. He's going to have to do that before he leaves.
You just feel like, though, I mean, unless you're Mike Trout, everybody has a breaking point.
No, yeah, you're right. Everybody does have a breaking point, but again, I mean, especially the Oilers now. I mean, you know, they've gone to the Cup final. They were in the Western Conference final 2 seasons ago. Like, they're actually playing a little bit better now. So, like, why would he? He's not going to leave now.
But you know how this thing works. It would make sense, Tony, that they would, you know, refine this roster in the offseason, maybe upgrade the goaltending position,
exactly,
get a couple defenders. But you watch next year, they're going to like lose in the first round, not make the playoffs. Draisaitl will get injured. That's just how this league works.
No, yeah, that could very possibly happen. Do I think they would miss the playoffs next year again?
I mean, they just missed the playoffs last year, didn't they?
Or
no,
either,
but they lost in the first round,
I think.
Yeah. Jay
I'll
Woodcroft was the coach.
Oh yeah, fired, dude. I don't know. We'll see about Knobloch. Knobloch looks tight, dude.
Knobloch looks tight, but he's McDavid's guy.
He's McDavid's guy. Yeah. Coach from when the juniors or whatever.
Maybe they fire him. McDavid gets tight, and then next thing you know, red carpet, Broadway.
I don't think they're gonna fire the coach because at the end of the day, yes, you better get swept in this cup final, but
6-0 tomorrow, though. Do they think about it? 6-0.
No, I don't think they're firing the coach, dude.
6-0. Embarrassed.
I don't think so.
Fans leaving after the first period.
That's not gonna happen.
If they're down like 3 or 4 after the first, it might.
Maybe. Alberta was rocking last night.
Yeah. Well, because I mean that was the series.
That was the series.
But now I feel like you were a little hesitant to give me this, but I feel like now you're a mindset where we're gonna go double sweep NBA, NHL.
I guess. Unfortunately, dude.
Yeah.
Last year, first round, Oilers got knocked out. Golden Knights.
Yeah. So
there we go.
Would you look at that?
And with the Knights too. I actually saw, I guess yesterday was like the 1 year to this day that the Knights won.
And then today's the 30-year anniversary of the Rangers. And the Rangers re-signed Capo 1-year deal, not going anywhere.
Totally forgot about that.
Get traded.
Why?
Do they have rights? They have to wait. What's the deal?
I have no idea why. Like why would they sign him?
But is there a rule like that with the NHL? Like, do they have to wait now till like midway through next season to trade him since they're just re-signing him, or no?
I don't think so.
So that you could trade somebody and then, sign them and then just trade them right away?
I mean, I guess so. I've never really seen that happen though.
Yeah.
So maybe you can't. I don't know.
Yeah. Kind of interesting.
That is interesting. But why would, I mean, yeah.
But it's so annoying because they've fallen into the Kako trap.
Yeah.
Not wanting to admit the mistake, I think, is the biggest thing. Like, oh, let's just hang on to him. What if he goes off next year? Then it's not going to look like a mistake.
Oh, my God. Yeah, true.
He's not going off.
Again, you know, I know he's not going to go off is right. But again, back of your head, you're like, well, you know what? Maybe
but
what
see,
he could do.
That's where you get into trouble, though.
You know? I know. But I don't know, dude. Again, especially me, you know, I was like rooting for Kako. The injury derailed his season, which could have been good. But I don't know. I mean, I guess 1 year, I think it was $2.4 million. That is cheap. I mean,
kind of would rather have the money for the cap, to be honest.
Yes, I know I know it's so interesting because again, we talked about it.
True.
It seemed like Kako was the one to leave to give some more cap space. I mean, obviously, Drury, I'm sure, is cooking up something up his sleeve.
Other than some pies.
Other than some fucking pie,
which would be
dude.
Nice right now.
I'm going to Rico's next time.
Yeah.
All right. I'm trying Rico's because like, I forget someone else like out of nowhere. Like I just like so it was like small talk maybe at the horse show. I didn't even know last weekend maybe. Yeah, Rico's so good. So the wings are good. They have wings. And I'm like,
yeah,
wow.
The wings are, I don't know. I mean, I guess I haven't had them in a while. I don't know if they're anything crazy.
Right.
Not to say that they're bad.
Right. But again, just like comparing the Colony does not have wings.
I'm going to be interested to see what you say. For some reason, I think the Colony crust is better than Rico's. I don't know.
Maybe tonight.
Wow. Try it out, right?
Maybe. We'll see.
Prime time tonight. Binge.
Prime time. Binge. 8 p.m.
Still haven't watched Lincoln Lawyer. Putting it on the back
Oh
burner.
my God, Lincoln Lawyer. I'll get to it. I'll get to it, dude.
I wanted to make a guest appearance.
No, stop it. Stop.
Hey, it's in there in the archive somewhere.
No, yeah, it is. It is. You did say that. Tuesday. What are you doing Tuesday night?
Well, next week the double birthdays, me and Sam, so got to sort that out.
Oh, that's right, dude. What are we 5 days out from yours?
Yeah,
When's Sam's?
Sam's is
2 days after.
3 days after.
3 days after.
Yeah.
Wow. So do you guys do like a joint birthday thing, or do you like a separate?
No,
dinner?
separates. Yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. So, kind of crazy.
You get
Just
a
gotta
gift?
suck up. Tony, come on. You think I'm not prepared?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe a last minute thing. I don't know.
I don't
maybe.
do last minute. Stop.
When'd you get it?
Stop.
Like months ago?
No, not months ago. Maybe weeks ago.
Wow, nice, dude.
Wow.
I mean, come on. I'm
Just asking it.
just come on. Dude.
Got it. Oh, jeez.
Anyway, dude, it's gonna suck when hockey's over. By the way, Edmonton, dude, oh man, if they get swept, I'm gonna be really angry. They ruined the cup final for me.
Though. They're
Ruined the cup final,
losing
dude.
by 3 or 4 goals.
Should have been Vancouver.
Renee even knows it. Honestly,
And honestly, I said it too. Their path to the cup final. I'm gonna find that reel again. All right, because people were even Renee knows. People were commenting. This guy doesn't know what he's talking about. Blah 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 blah. This blah blah that. And what now, Renee? The Oilers are about to get swept. Not even getting a win in the finals.
The guy with the cap doesn't know what he's talking about.
Yeah, that was me.
No, that was Barnes.
Oh, was it?
yeah, I think it was me.
Oh, what the hell? What were you saying?
I don't remember. No, I think I was saying that was going to be the Rangers in Edmonton. To be honest, I got half of my. I wasn't that far off. Rangers, if they didn't collapse, would have been there. So probably would have won. I mean, yeah, you're up 2-1. Got to do it. Got to do it.
Got to do it.
You get people mad. How you know you're doing it right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. Renee just knows it. She lives it. She breathes it.
She loves to get people mad.
Yeah.
Say something controversial, Brian. Quick.
Renee, 2 weeks from today, Beach Fest.
Beach house?
Beach Bash.
Oh, I was like, beach house. Where are we going? Let's go.
Pumped.
I know. I'm so excited.
Yeah.
It's so much fun.
I'm really excited.
I'm also excited.
Let's go.
Yeah. That's it.
The
beers.
But no. But I'm having a nice like casual couple because
Yeah.
I have
Until you.
Yeah.
You get there.
Famous last words right there.
no, but
Birthday to
no.
Dude.
Well, no, I'm saying I got to interview people, and you saw like at the Jets game. I wasn't like it was just the Mets game. I just couldn't, I just needed to make it a little interesting. That's all.
No, yeah, obviously, Mets game different tailgate. That was not. We weren't filming, that was strictly for fun. This is business, Brian. A business trip.
Exactly. And I just feel like I kind of want to like prove myself after the tailgate last time because I feel like I keep having to hear it from everybody. If you saw,
you're gonna hear more of it. I'm sure. At the
was
Beach
it for
Bash.
me? Like, was it the craziest you've seen or no?
No, I don't think so.
St. Patty's Day.
Oh my gosh, no. Honestly, I think that Yankee game we went to with Jay. When you just like got up and left, and yeah, dude.
New
York.
So we were top 3 though. We were a top 3 lock. Though,
Yeah, I think so. Lock top 3.
But yeah, nothing.
That was great, dude.
Nothing notable at the Beach Bash.
Yeah.
Everybody take it easy, okay?
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah.
I think the last time we were there, they had like this blow up thing. It was actually Jets too. It was all Jets receivers with like the picture and this little hole by their hands, and you started throwing footballs through the holes. Riled. You're gonna get riled for that.
Oh
dude.
yeah, no,
like,
that's
like
I could go over and
you'd be
over and over
humming
again.
it, dude.
And yes, Michael Bucka, we do love Newport Beach. That is for sure. I know Michael's not gonna want to hear this, as in Bucka. Celtics sweep tonight, or what are we talking, Tony?
Oh,
Windhorse, Luca, the diet, the beers.
Dude, yeah, what the hell, man? Like, come on, dude, what's the deal with that? Is it a lack of work ethic? Because even Mike and I were talking about last night, because it seems like Luca, in his spare time, like games a lot too. So like, does he just like off season or any free time, he's just gaming and eating?
A dialed back version of Kyler Murray.
Yeah,
Fortnite,
dude, which is kind of bullshit, dude. Like at the end of the day, I understand like you're good. I don't know. I mean, I just think that there's a lack of maturity.
But do you think it would be tough for you if you were in his shoes, like just like for basketball season? Nope, not drinking.
Oh no, drinking.
I mean, because that's kind of what at that level, that's kind of what you have to do in a way, or very dialed back.
Right. No, yeah, obviously. I mean, you're not going out on the weekends.
Yeah.
But I mean, I don't know. I thought it was kind of. I mean, come on, dude. You win. Your conference, go to the NBA finals, and you come on, have a drink.
Michael Finley.
Like that's kind of ridiculous.
5 minutes on Michael Finley.
I mean, Chief or what? Come on, dude. Like honestly, and it's so funny. That picture is plastered everywhere. Luca 0-3 is getting the beer taken away from him.
Yeah.
Well, like come on, dude. And again, like now, Like, do you in the back of your head, do you think that there's like some type of, tension?
Maybe a little bit. But I think this is going to be a very helpful learning experience.
For Luka?
Yeah, I think we're going to see him ripped
Really?
come opening night next year.
You really think so?
Yeah.
Kyrie still?
Yeah, he just signed an extension this offseason.
Oh, he did? Okay,
Yeah.
cool. How many years, 3?
It might have been 4.
4?
Yeah.
Well, that's
3 or
good.
4.
That's
yeah.
nice that you're going to have him for a little bit.
Yeah.
We got to bring in some role play. You got to bring some other players off the bench. I mean, freaking Washington Jr. over there is not getting it done, dude.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's
But
tough.
they'll figure it out. But I think they lose by 20 tonight. And unfortunately, Boston champions first time in 16 years.
You think Porzingis plays?
No, don't need to.
He really doesn't need to, dude.
Yeah, there's no reason to do it.
And from my understanding, his fucking ankle is all sorts of fucked up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
exactly.
So I guess good for him winning, I guess. Jalen Brown, I guess the Celtics have earned it, I guess.
Yeah, but Boston just doesn't deserve another title. But unfortunately, Tony, they are getting one.
Domac, the call
Domac,
in
Riley.
on Monday, dude.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Told you. Yeah, Domac's gonna be so riled.
More titles than the Lakers. Michael Bucket tight. Rory. Oh no, that's not Rory. That's Tom Kim. But that's great for me. I have him in a heads up match here, so he moves to 1 under. Let's go,
dude.
So yeah,
That's sick.
speaking of that, let's go one final look here
Might
at
as
the
well, dude.
leaderboard.
Why not?
Rory still at 4 under, tied with O'Bear. Cantley hasn't teed off yet. Xander moves to 3 under. So now Xander 2 shots back. Bryson at 3 under. Taylor Pendrith, Thomas Dietrich, Matthew Pavone all at 3 under. Hatton dropped a shot. He's back to 2 under. And let's see here. Hideki is now 2 under on his round, so he's up to even par. On the other side of things, Hovland, another birdie. He's at 6 over, tied for 106. And I guess that's really all that there is at the moment. But obviously, come Sunday, we are crowning a champion.
Are we?
Yeah, there's no
No, yeah,
weather.
we're gonna have to.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah. When are you heading to Staten Island?
I guess Saturday. See, I'm in a little predicament here actually, because I'm playing in this rugby tournament tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Rockaway Beach.
Sevens.
How'd you know? Did I say this already?
No, Brandon used to talk about it all the time because he played at Central.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's pretty funny. But yeah, so Sevens tournament, Rockaway Beach. Great tournament. Been there once before. It's literally Rockaway Beach is in Queens, the beach off of Queens, technically.
Yeah.
Great tournament, great atmosphere. But obviously, I'm with like a bunch of rugby guys. So like I think someone has a house nearby they're gonna go to after the tournament, the drinking, the partying. So it's like a great time.
What's the distance to the
Staten
Manor
Island
from there? Yeah.
Probably like an hour.
Okay, but you don't want to be too hammered.
Well, see, here's the thing, because it's gonna be a long day too, and I feel so bad. I was telling Renee this every time I go home to my parents. I'm like always exhausted, don't want to do anything, whatever.
Right.
It's Father's Day.
Right.
There's a barbecue. I'm probably gonna be barbecuing. Gonna be on top of my game. And obviously, I think the first game we have is 8 a.m. tomorrow. So it's just like it's gonna be a long, morning, the drive, the day.
Drinking.
Well, obviously, I'm not drinking and driving on the way there.
Not on the way there, but while you're there.
But obviously, yeah, exactly. And then again, they all want to go to this house. Like, am I going to go home right after the tournament? I probably should, but do I want to go hang out and drink with the boys?
Rory, tough shot down into the pine straw sand area. That's tough.
I guess we're gonna have to be an adult here. I'll be home by 6 or 7, I guess, tomorrow.
Sober. I want to see. I want to see you do it.
What do you mean? Yeah, of course, dude. It's gonna be so. I'm gonna drive from Queens to Staten Island.
No, I'm talking
drunk,
about one
but
sip.
Oh well, no. I'm gonna have
No, I can't do that.
people drink during the tournament.
That's crazy. How do they not throw up?
It's what people do. People
Yeah.
don't care.
And Josh B wants to know: do you go through New Jersey to go to Staten Island?
Oh yeah, dude. I know
Josh B on the way.
Josh B on the way. You want to meet me somewhere halfway?
Somerset?
Well, GW into New Jersey, then I do Goethals Bridge to Staten Island. Josh, come on, you know that.
He
dude.
already
Come
knows. He
on,
knows the
dude.
train schedule.
Sometimes I'll go Van Wyck though into Brooklyn over the Verrazano to Staten Island, which is nice.
Yeah.
but also, I mean, to go through the city and the Van Wyck is just, oh my God, dude. Like, you got to talk about keeping your head on a swivel, dude. Crazy shit's going on.
Crazy stuff. Stuff.
But then sometimes GW backed up for hours, sometimes literally, dude. Like, you're at a dead stop and it's like, you just want, and you can't, what are you going to do? You can't go anywhere.
Said he can meet you in Linden. Possibly.
Meet you in Linden. Do you know what, dude? Tomorrow morning, 8 a.m., Josh,
coffee,
Rockaway Beach. Let's go. Meet me there. Enjoy the tournament. They'll have food, merch, drinking, do whatever you want.
Let's go. So that we'll see if that's put together.
What time am I going? I mean, if you really want to meet me after post tournament, dude, I'll text you because again, if we keep on winning, we'll be there all day.
It's one of those things. Your people, his people.
Yeah,
figure it out.
It would be dope to meet Josh in Linden too. Linden's definitely a possibility. But I guess if I'm gonna be in Queens, I'm probably not gonna go through New Jersey now. I know, dude. Crazy. Rockaway Beach. Rockaway, dude.
Rockaway. And speaking of away, another another week in the books here. Kind of nuts. By the time we're here Monday, third major championship of the season done. Who will be hoisting the trophy? We will find out.
We actually have every trophy getting hoisted this weekend.
Yes. 2 titles to give out on the NBA and the NHL as well. So
that's crazy.
Kind of crazy. A lot of baseball to be played as well.
No, dude, what are we gonna do when there's not just just the Mets are playing?
Well, you gotta like the Yankees. That's
I don't have to like the Yankees.
Well, I'm saying it'll make it better for you.
Would it though?
He says he has softball at 9:30 after 11 a.m. 12 a.m. will be good. We will talk. So
let's freaking go.
That'll be sorted out. We'll have to recap that on Monday as well. Binge Buddies 8 o'clock.
8 p.m. You know the deal, baby.
8 p.m. So tune into that. And once again, appreciate everybody tuning in, continuing to comment, like, and subscribe. All of the archives on the YouTube page, Tony, Michael, Renee, and Jane Cosm, the merch at downtimetv.com. We want everybody to enjoy the day, enjoy the games. Let's go Yankees.
Happy Father's Day.
And we will see you on Monday.
Hey guys, Tony here from Downtime TV checking in. I want to thank all our fans out there who's been liking, subscribing, sharing our content. You guys are the best. You guys are our bloodline. You make us love what we do. Thanks again.